Hello demigods, monsters, and gods alike. Welcome back to the Olympus Report. You do not want to mess with Clarisse La Rue. Here's a character breakdown. Clarisse La Rue is a Greek demigod and is the daughter of Ares, the god of war. She's originally from Phoenix, Arizona, but was brought to Camp Half-Blood by the satyr Gleason Hedge. Clarisse is described as having the height of a basketball player and the muscular body of a rugby player, making her the most physically adept female fighter at Camp Half-Blood. She has dark pig eyes and pale brown hair that is described as stringy. She is portrayed by Levin Ramblett in the 2013 Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters, and will be played by Dior Goodjohn in the new Disney Plus Percy Jackson TV series. Clarisse is a well-trained camper, and this could either be a positive or a negative depending on whose side she's on, as Clarisse is typically viewed as a bully at camp. When we're first introduced to Clarisse in The Lightning Thief, the first Percy Jackson book, she tries to stuff Percy's head in a toilet and ends up drenched in sewer water. In Book 2, Clarisse gets her first quest where she is tasked to receive the Golden Fleece from the Sea of Monsters. On the way there, she rescues Percy, Annabeth, and Tyson from the Hydra and takes them aboard a ship named the CSS Birmingham, to which she is a commander with the undead Confederate soldiers as her workers. While sailing through the Sea of Monsters, they are separated by Claribus and Scylla, and an explosion blew up the CSS Birmingham. Like I said before, our heroes get separated, but they're once again reunited on Polyphemus' island, where they're able to rescue the Golden Fleece and Grover Underwood. Percy allows Clarisse to take the fleece back to camp to achieve her quest and make her father proud, something she really strives for. You see, Ares tends to prefer his male children, so he's a little more hard on his daughters. After the journey to the Sea of Monsters, Clarisse warms up to our heroes just a little bit and drops just a tad of her bully act. Clarisse will then go on an undercover mission in the Labyrinth and finds a wandering Chris Rodriguez, who she eventually falls in love with. Clarisse is a key fighter in the Battle of the Labyrinth, and despite originally choosing not to fight in the Battle of Manhattan, after feeling disrespected over an argument with the Apollo cabin concerning a chariot, she actually finally decides to fight after witnessing the death of Selena Beauregard. Clarisse defeats a Draken and is vital in helping our heroes win the war. Then, in the Heroes of Olympus, Clarisse pops up from time to time. She's part of the lead counselor meeting in the first book, The Lost Hero, and later on leads the Greeks to battle to defend camp, but stopped when the Athena Parthenon was returned. She survived the battle with Gaia and was next seen in the dining pavilion, keeping female campers away from her godson, Chuck Hedge. Like most demigods, Clarisse has ADHD and dyslexia, and is typically stronger than most mortals, and is one of Camp Half-Blood's most gifted fighters. Her abilities include physically enhanced. As a daughter of Ares, Clarisse is very strong, fast, and agile due to having the physical structure, upper body strength, and muscularity of a rugby player. Telekinesis. Being a child of Ares would make her an expert in all weapon usage, and she may even have some degree of magical control over them. She turned one of the Apollo cabin's arrows to rubber. Weapon conjuration. As a daughter of Ares, Clarisse is able to transform any object around her into any weapon and/or tool through sheer concentration. Weapon curses. As a daughter of Ares, Clarisse is able to place curses on her opponent's weapons. Necromancy, but limited. As a daughter of Ares, Clarisse can summon the losing undead soldiers from any war. However, her powers over the dead are far inferior to Nico D'Angelo's. Autokinesis. Clarisse has limited control and influence over the emotions of war, such as hate and anger. Powerful scream, also limited. Clarisse is able to generate a powerful scream capable of causing her opponents extreme pain and discomfort. Clarisse is shown to be skilled in wielding a spear, sword, and knife, though her favorite weapon is her infamous electric spear, and is described as a 5-foot-long spear with a barbed metal tip that flickers with red light. This red light is electricity. Despite starting as a hard-headed bully, one could debate that Clarisse became a powerful ally to our heroes, and maybe even a friend. And I believe Clarisse's hero moment came in the Battle of Manhattan when she finally overcame her stubbornness, a trait that a lot of kids of Ares struggle with, to finally help our heroes win the war. In order to defend Selena and defend the camp, she finally decides to fight. Clarisse finally realized there are more important things than grudges and chariots. I believe through the pain of loss, she grew emotionally as a person and as a hero. Without her, there's no way Percy could have won the war, and maybe Kronos would have succeeded in his plan. So Clarisse rightfully deserves the title of warrior. But for this week, that's all I have for you on Clarisse La Rue. If I left anything out, let me know down in the comments below. But for right now, I'm signing off, Half-Bloods. And always remember, until next time, to stay safe.